Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly celebrity reading. This week it is Ana de Armas, and as I do with all my celebrity readings, they are based on subscriber requests. So, if you have a request for a celebrity, drop them in the comments. So Ana de Armas. What I do with all my celebrity readings, I quickly just do a brief birth chart check, see what's going on with them. Now, I don't know. The time she was born, so I couldn't, I can't do her rising or whatnot or see where all the planets fall in her houses, but we can see that she is a Taurus and she has a stellium in Taurus, and it is her sun, her Mercury, and her Jupiter. All right, so she's actually having her return with Jupiter going into Taurus this May. Now, the other thing is she has another stellium in Capricorn, and that's mostly like the outer planets are Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We know she is really hardworking. She pretty much prioritizes work over anything else. All right. Secondly, all that activity in Taurus, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So for her, looking at her chart and knowing what's going on with Tauruses this year, starting in May, she's going to have the best year that she's had since 2011. The best year out of all the zodiac signs, okay? All Tauruses. If you're a Taurus watching, Jupiter's moving into Taurus, okay? And so Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, profit. We love it when Jupiter's in a certain sign. So, and especially if it's in your sign, right? Because out of all the signs, you'll have the most luck and prosperity. And so for her, she's entering the best, right? And then also when we have to think about Pluto and Aquarius, that's happening next week, and that's a 20-year transit. And so that's her 10th house of career and fame. And so just the fact that she was nominated for an Oscar, there it is, right in her birth chart. Okay, just it's pretty insane. Also, next week, Venus is going into Taurus, into her sign. She's just everything's gonna feel good for her. She's gonna feel good. Venus, the planet of love and passion and romance and sex and money and everything that you think that Venus represents, right? Going into its domicile, its home sign, which is Taurus, and so it feels good there, right? It feels good to feel good. It's at its best, so she's gonna feel really good. She's going to feel really good. She's in a really good space. And again, she's going to have the best year. 2023 is going to be the best year she's had since 2011. So a question that someone asked was about the Oscars, and we'll see if she wins. I'll do a thing at the end if it doesn't show up in her spread here, but let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on with Ana de Armas and what's going on with her right now, her energies right now, and what we can expect from her moving forward. All right, so as you can see, my dog has joined me, so I'm gonna make as much she takes up all my table space, but I'll bring the cards up to the screen. Also, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, I do cold readings, so I don't Google them. Any of these celebrities, I never Google them. I don't like to know what's happening in their lives. It's better that way, because when you do a reading for someone that you are attached to or favor in some way, you can tarot readers can subconsciously interpret the cards where it does favor it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so there's no bias in my reading, and I don't even know. Like, I actually had to Google her. She was in a movie, The Last Mission Impossible. So she's a big actress, and she was nominated for Blonde. Okay, so, but if you're watching this, you probably know who she is. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with her reading. This is good for her. She's going through a big soul journey. All right, her life has pretty much changed dramatically, but in a really, really big way. Really, really big way. And there's a lot of feel here. There's a lot of feel. Let's go ahead and get started. She did, and that is very Taurus, by the way. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and it's just they're very sensual. And anyway. Let's go ahead and get started. The Hangman. All right, so came up in her past. Looks like she did have a moment of clarity. She had some sort of spiritual moment. The Hangman shows up in a lot of religious texts. There's a lot of religious connotation to it, but you can see that he has a halo around his head, smile on his face. He put himself there. All right, he put himself there. And the reason he put himself there is because there were some ways of the past that were just not really working the way that it used to, or he had a moment of clarity where it was just like, I don't think I need something new. I need something new, and I need a new, fresh perspective. And that's why he hit so, dramatically, right? Hanging himself upside down to look at things in a new way, to look at the world in a new way, to have a new perspective, to have a fresh perspective in terms of moving forward, with his life. The hanged man comes before death, before transformation, all right? And so you have to have that clarity. And so it looks like Anna did have that moment because this came in her past. She had some sort of again, big feel energy here, big spiritual, like soul journey energy. And then, it comes to here we are in the heart of her spread. She got judgment. All right. So there's 22 paths in the tree of life, and there's 22 major arcanas. We're near the end. We're near the world, right? And so this is the last card, and this is also very spiritual, like the hanged man. Again, she's going through a very spiritual, personal journey. So judgment, it's all about having that moment of clarity that I know what I want. All right. I see everything. You see the archangel here, Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, the dead are rising, the dead in gray, right, representing wisdom. Okay, and so when you hear the blow of the trumpet, figuratively, right, it's sound. Okay, this is the only card in tarot that has a huge connotation to sound, which is healing. All right, sound has been used for healing for thousands of years, from whether Gregorian chanting, whether Native American drum beats. All right, but also it's frequency. So it's raising your frequency, your energy levels when you have that moment, when you have that spiritual awakening. Okay. And so this is in the heart of her spread. She's going through it. All right. She's getting a lot of attention, but she's also so centered on having this journey and really moving in this new place. Okay. She's definitely having this huge awakening. Now, she did get the Knight of Wands in her challenge area. The Knights are very active. All right. This is very Sagittarius energy, by the way. Knights, very active. Okay, fire, and then wands are fire. All right, so double fire. I mean, look at what's coming out of his helmet, right? But this is also very transformative. Now, the fact that it came in her challenge area, she needs to take her time with this journey. All right, just it's really she doesn't want to be, like with the Knight of Wands, it's going so fast. Look at that horse just rearing to go, right? You don't want to trip, okay? You don't want to trip if you're going that fast. Very eager, a lot of enthusiasm with this card, a lot of like really strong energy, but when it comes up in the challenge area, so it's almost like slow down a little bit, right? If you are, but the big energy that I'm getting is that it's more like a heads up for her. If she was sitting right here, I'd say like, it's more like a heads up. Like, you're going at a great pace. Don't like force to go a little faster. Don't, but also, know that, there could be some moments where, you may feel that, things are pushing you a little faster than they should. Stay rooted. All right, just really hold on to your intuition, your emotional intelligence, all of that. It's all coming up here. Now, the other thing is there could be someone in her life personally who is really wants, I don't know if she's in a relationship or if she's married, but someone who really wants to move things fast with her. Okay, it could be management, it could be an agency, it could be another someone that just really wants to just take things with her. Okay, and this is also a lot of like creative energy as well. All right, a lot of just passions. Listen, she also got the Four of Pentacles, okay, in her crown. And so this is really interesting. She's thinking about that structure and stability. This is part of her journey that she's going through with the Hanged Man and the Judgment card. And so with the Four of Pentacles, sure, it's all about money and wealth. She's thinking about, she could be thinking about setting herself up, this foundation, right? Four is all about order. Think about four legs of a table, right? Brings that stability, bring that structure. Now, here's the thing. With the Four of Pentacles, it's setting that up in terms of like your wealth and your money, okay? And so she's thinking about that long term, all right? Thinking about that long term, but Pentacles are also earthbound, so grounding yourself, all right, in your reality. And so when I say that, also bringing structure into your world, all right? Having this spiritual journey to bring that structure and stability into your world. And also, when I say wealth, sure, it could be money, for her, but it's also wealth in all areas of your life. Okay, wealth in your family, and wealth in your relationships with other people and your career. So this is really great. I mean, because look, she got the King of Cups in the root of her spread, and so she's definitely, this is, the King of Cups, he leads with his heart, right? He leads with his heart, not his head. He has so much love to give, but, in the root of his spread, there's a lot of self-love here, too. Now, he's the king. He's mastered his emotions at this point. In his throne, you can even see it on top of water. That's how emotionally stable he is. All right. Cups represents emotions, right? And the kings just have a lot of that power and authority. Now, with it being the emotions, especially with the Hanged Man and the Judgment, oh, she's in a good place. Look, she got the Page of Cups too. She not only got the King of Cups in the root of her spread, she also got the Page of Cups in her future. There's something new coming through. All right, something that's going to help her follow her bliss. There's something that's going to. It's almost like she's also getting a message coming through, something that she wanted. All right, something new that she wanted. It can be a new role. It can be some sort of message about something that's just going to bring that. Remember what I said? The cups are all about emotion. So kind of just like fulfilling yourself emotionally, just really just it is definitely something that's going to come through in terms of a message, and especially with the Hanged Man and the Judgment card here, it could be a message from her guides to just like this intuitive message, all right, or something like maybe even like just from her dreams. You have to think about Jupiter right now for Taurus, especially she's a stallion. Remember, she has a lot of activity in Taurus. Even her Mercury was in Taurus, right? Mercury, the communication planet. So you have to think about the fact that Jupiter in Aries is in the 12th house right now, that rules the subconscious, including dreams, all right, and intuition. So she could have this message come through, whether through her dreams or just intuitively. But even still, it's very optimistic and it's very auspicious and it's something new. All right, she's moving on to this new path. She's in a really good place. Let's get to her stuff. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I do one celebrity reading a week. I try to do two if I have time, but I do a reading for every sign every week. But so check those out too. And if you're a subscriber, definitely drop some comments of celebrities you want me to read, and comments about what's going on. I always love hearing it when people who are watching the readings for these celebrities like drop comments and like what's actually happening in their lives, because it's always fun for me to read that. All right, so we'll get to her stuff. She's going through a major transformation. This is such an exciting reading for her. She got the Chariot, all right? She got the Chariot. This is, I don't even know where to begin with this. Like the fact that she got the Chariot, this is moving forward from everything, okay? Any obstacles from the past, anything that was holding her back, all right? We see already all this forward momentum, especially spiritually, especially, with herself and that personal development. But Chariot, I don't know if you're into numerology. I mean, Chariot is 7, right? 2023 is the year of 7, all right? Now, we can think lucky 7. 7 means a lot of things, but it really is introspection. All right, and we can talk about 7 all day. There's 7 chakras. We can talk about it all day. But the main message is the Chariot moving forward from all these obstacles, introspection. He's found that willpower, that self-determination to move forward. Now you see the 2 sphinxes of knowledge here, right? There, it doesn't even, there's, duality in this card as well, but it's almost like it doesn't even matter. She's mastering the dualities, okay? She's in the driver's seat, and it doesn't even matter. They could be they're opposing forces, right? They can go either direction. Doesn't matter. She's in control. And she sees it that way. And I really love that for her, because look at this. Boom. She got the World in her external factors area. This is amazing. She got, remember what I said, 22 paths in the tree of life, 22 major arcana. She got Judgment in the heart of her spread. Now we've come to the end. And this is in her external influences area, right? So this is the World. This is the end of this journey, the end of this big journey. What comes after the end? A new journey. This is a lot of victory, a lot of success. You can see her dancing in the middle. You can see the zero, right? Infinite possibilities, but it's also like, what comes after the end of a journey? A new beginning. You see the four fixed signs here, bringing that stability. She got the four of pentacles in her crown, all right? So the four fixed signs, Taurus is a fixed sign, so she's here. All right, and so that brings that stability as you move into this new. And she's honestly, I'm not gonna lie, she is. It's always like, when people say use the word life changing, it's so dramatic, right? But this is quite life changing. Okay, the fact that she got the Hangman, Judgment, Page of Cups, and then the World. This is life changing. This is the end of this big journey that she's been on. She's moving into this new journey. And then if you think about what's happening, from what I know, the fact that, she was nominated for an Oscar, just being nominated is a big deal. That is a big deal. That opens a lot of doors. She is at the end of one journey. We're going to see a new Ana de Armas, right? She's gone through this spiritual journey, which is really important. Now, you can see that she's got the Eight of Pentacles, too. She is moving toward her legacy. He is so hardworking. Look at him working on those pentacles. He's removed himself from his village. Boom, boom, boom. All that repetition. Remember what I said. She has a stellium in Capricorn. Capricorns are known to be the most hardworking. They prioritize work, right? Over everything in their life. And it's there you go. That's what he does. The Eight of Pentacles. This is all about keeping your eyes on the prize, having, that laser focus in terms of going after your passions, your goals, and moving toward your legacy. Now, her final outcome, she got the Seven of Cups, okay? And this is just saying that, she's going to have a lot of opportunities come through. You can see, all these cups. And this man, he has so many cups to decide. But, I mean, she's going to get a lot of opportunities soon. This is in her final outcomes. Now, this is the card of illusion and illusion, okay? So what that really means is that if you take a really close look at the cups, you can see they're not all equal. They're all very different. Some are good, some are not that great, all right? There's victory. There's wealth, there's a snake coming out of one. And so it really is just, her having to know what she really wants. She needs to know what she really wants at this point, where to direct that energy, what she wants in her life, what's going to bring her that joy, that enlightenment. But she also got the Hermit. That's really interesting. The Hermit is exactly as you would think the Hermit is. It's someone who's removed himself, right? Already made all these. He's climbed the top of the mountain. Okay, he's made all these achievements. Now removing himself to do that soul searching. Okay, do that soul searching, and it really is. It just she's it again. Look at her spread. It's just all about this spiritual journey, soul searching, spiritual awakening. The end of this major journey, moving on to another. Now with the Seven of Cups and the Hermit, it's like she's going to have to go really deep. All right, again, do that soul searching, because you can see he's holding a lantern. All right, you can only see so far with lantern light. How do you see further than that? How do you have like a clear perspective, right? You go within. That's where the light is. The light is within you, all right? The light's within you. And so that's really interesting. So a lot of these offers could really just get her rooted again and really think about, what do I want? What do I want? I have all these opportunities. All right. So let's see about the Oscars, because, there's something new coming into her life. This is more of like her personal development and spiritual development and journey in her life. Like, we're going to see a brand new, she's really moving into the best period of her life. And again, with the World card and the Judgment card and the Hangman and the Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. And the Chariot. Like all these major, like she's going through a major change, and it's all very auspicious. So let's see if she will win an Oscar. And I'm just going to do a short little thing here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, let's just say the chances are very, very, very high. Very, very, very high. She got the Ace of Cups. She freaking wants it. She got the Knight of Swords. She wants it more than anything. She got the Star. I mean, this is the card of hopes and dreams, faith. You know, the stars aligning for you. Okay, so the fact that she got the Ace of Cups, which is like all your senses filled. Remember, cups are emotions, and this is really, really just ooh, like think about. You know, I always say this. Think about the last time that you had an experience or a moment that was so joyful. It was just you felt so much joy, pure joy. It brought you to tears. This is that cup. This we call this the heart of tarot. All right. So she could. I mean, her chances are very, 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 very high. Uh, this is. Let me just do one more clarifiers. Oh, chances are very high, but then she got the Seven of Swords. So yeah, I mean, she got the Ten of Cups too. So this is really great. Um, chances are very high, but maybe not likely. Maybe not likely. Yeah, she got the Seven of Swords to clarify that. So, um, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, Ace of Cups. It's more like you know, like I said earlier, just the fact that she's nominated, huge thing. You know, that could have brought her to tears. That could have just brought so much joy. Okay, and that could, you know, when you have something like a milestone that huge in your career, in your personal life, it does make you think about a lot of things. It makes you think about, you know, the options you have for your future. It makes you think about having that spiritual journey, that soul journey. You know, just like really like what does all this mean to me? Like, why am I in this world? You know, like those deeper questions because the hermit did come up. Yeah, it does seem like that. Sure, she does have high chances, but clarified when the Seven of Swords comes up, that is really just you know a little bit of deception there, and it's really. The other thing that could happen is that she could win, and a lot of people are just like, "This is rigged." Like this is totally rigged. What just happened? So those are the two. But it really is, you know, looking at this entire thing, it's she's wanted this. She's wanted this more than anything. She's wanted it. She's in a place where she's just really happy and she just really wants it. She just really, really wants it. And then, you know, she did get the Ace of Cups. So, again, chances are very high. But then she got the Seven of Swords clarifying it, saying that she may not win it. All right. The other thing is that she could win. And people are there's the backlash. And people are just like, this was uh, rigged or the other way around. It could be that she doesn't win and people are just like that was like that moment was stolen from her, she deserved it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's yeah, so it's really interesting that I did not expect the Seven of Swords to come up clarifying the Ace of Cups, but there you go. That's for Ana de Armas. Thanks so much for tuning in, and again, if you like this reading, if you're a subscriber, leave celebrities in the comment. I know I have a backup list, and or not backup list, but I have a lot to go through. But I eventually get to them. All right, and if you if you're new to my channel, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, and leave comments. Let me know what's going on. And then also I do all the weeklies for every sign. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.